What is up guys, it's Danny27 here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 today, and that is right, the Battlefield videos are returning as of now. I bought myself a new mic the other day, I bought myself the Blue Snowball, and it cost me about 60 quid, so I hope you can hear the difference in audio quality. Hopefully it's better than my original little headset that was all clumpety around my neck, but now I bought myself this mic, I wanted to sit down and make a commentary, and I didn't actually have a topic in mind, which is ever so slightly annoying, but today was my first day back at school, sadly, after the Christmas holidays, and it wasn't too bad, I suppose. I got some results back from some of my subjects, and I got pretty much getting A's and A stars in most of my subjects. An A star, I think, is the American equivalent to an A+, so it's all going well on that front. I got an exam on Thursday, which is a GCSE exam. I don't know what you have in America, what your last years of school exams are, but these are pretty important. I got one of those on Thursday, but I thought, screw it, let's not revise for that. I'm gonna do a YouTube commentary, and I was thinking about what I could talk about during this commentary, and I kind of realised that I never actually brought you kind of an impression on the Aftermath DLC. I can't really bring you a first impressions thing, as I think the DLC has been out for almost a month, especially if you're a premium member. So I thought I could bring you a late impressions, or something along those lines, and just tell you what I thought about the DLC in general. And as I've said, I know in a previous video that I thought the Aftermath DLC was one of the best DLCs that Battlefield has brought out so far, beating all of them, including Back to Karkin, which was my favourite up until now. And pretty much, it's just a great DLC, Aftermath. It includes quite a lot, it includes pretty much everything that the other ones have included, apart from maybe a few guns, which would have been nice. It has 4 new maps. We have Azali Palace, Epicenter, Marquez Monolith, which you are watching in the background, and Talon Market. The new scavenger game mode, which you're also watching in the background on Marquez Monolith. I thought, I can't really bring you an impressions video without showing off one of the new maps and one of the new game modes all in one. So if I just break down the scavenger mode pretty basically, you start off, you can choose any class, it doesn't make a difference, you don't get any of the perks or the equipment with the class, you don't get the defibrillator with the medic, but you start off with a pistol, and your aim is to capture objectives, pretty much like Conquest Domination. They take and neutralise rather quickly, so it's a fast-paced game, whilst picking up weapons from the battlefield. There's 3 different tiers of weapons, 1, 2, 3, 3 being the best, generally along the lines of assault rifles, or kind of like the Scar Rails and the Engineer class, carbines, that's the word, and level 1s being not so good, tending to be leaning towards more shotguns. And we also get more assignments, dog tags, the new character models. They do look quite cool, they kind of fit in with the earthquake theme. The players look at all the models look a little bit more battered, kind of look like they've been in an earthquake, as you'd expect from the look of the maps. And of course they bring out the new weapon, the X-bow, or the crossbow if you want to use its technical term, along with the 4 bolt for it, the balance bolt, which is pretty much the sniper bolt, the normal bolt, which, surprise surprise, the normal bolt, the explosive bolt, I'm pretty sure you can kind of tell what that does, and the scan bolt, which works pretty much like a motion sensor. You fire it and it scans within a 10-meter radius, which I haven't really seen the use for at the moment, but perhaps some players find it really useful. They also brought out 3 new vehicles, which I don't generally tend to use vehicles, but they brought out the Phoenix, the Barzuk, and the Rhino. I believe the Barzuk means badger or something along those lines in Russian, but either way, they brought out those vehicles, and overall, I think the DLC is bloody awesome. I think that it kind of includes and incorporates the 3 previous DLCs that Battlefield brought out, Back to Karkin, Close Quarters, and Armoured Kill, and it kind of fuses them all together, taking the best parts of all of them and chucking them into one brilliant expansion pack, which in this case was Aftermath. Just hoping Endgame can probably live up to this expectation or this hype that Aftermath has brought, and Aftermath lived up to it, so hopefully Endgame can either live up to it and hopefully surpass it, which I think it's going to be hard to beat. Pretty much, as I was saying, they kind of combine all 3. The map design in Back to Karkin, as you would expect, seeing as they were the best maps brought over from Battlefield 2, was absolutely superb, and nothing has changed within Aftermath. The maps are absolutely brilliant. They play well on both Conquest, Rush, or both Team Deathmatch, every single game mode you can imagine, and you can play on them. They work really, really well. There's nothing kind of like, oh, we built this map for Conquest, but we might as well just chuck Rush in it, because that's what we said we'd do. They said at the beginning of the game that they'd make every single map available for every single game mode, apart from ones like Gunmaster, which is the main game modes, that being Conquest, Rush, Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, all that shebang. But it's not like in Bad Company 2, where they made maps that were exclusively for this Rush or Conquest, and then they made those maps stick to that game mode, apart from when they brought out other DLC. The maps were designed to make sure that every single one of these game modes worked within every single one of these maps, and I think they achieved that. The maps play very well on every single game mode, and they're a joy to play on. The fact that everything is just so well interweaved. There's great lines of sight, and there's just like little touches that just make the maps absolutely superb. In terms of armored kill, it's probably the one that, as I said, it include all of them. It's probably the one that's least included. The maps are of a decent size. There's not much vehicle gameplay. I mean, they don't have the attack choppers in the air on these maps. They do have the little birds on some of them, and they have tanks, and they have small armoured vehicles, which are the 3 new ones which were included, kind of like heavily armoured civilian vehicles. You've got a van with a machine gun on top, you've got another one with a machine gun and a grenade launcher, and I think you've also got almost a new Hummer type thing. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I haven't played for a couple of days now, so can't quite remember, but they're really good. The size of the maps is fairly decent, probably similar to that of Caspian Border if you're playing on like monetized Monolith on Conquest, but the map size is good, not quite comparable to Armoured Kill, but still a very decent size. And in terms of close quarters, it's the variety of engagements that you get within these maps that I think make it pretty damn amazing. You can be sitting on monetized Monolith. I'm just going to use this as an example because it's what you're watching in the background. You can be sitting there and you can be looking all the way down one of these long roads and sitting on top of these buildings if you're a camping little sniper, but you can be sitting up there and you've got these long range of sights, which you're going to need a long range gun, either a sniper rifle or maybe a long range carbine like the ACR. However, if you're looking at the building which you saw me sitting in either now or a couple of minutes ago, I can't actually see the gameplay at the moment. I haven't actually put it up or edited it down yet. I'm not even sure if I'm going to need to, but that doesn't matter. When you're sitting in these buildings, you come across people, especially in Talamarket, if you're running through the little back streets on top of the rooftops and everything in the alleyways, you're going to come across people in really close range engagement where you're going to need something really fast firing, whether that be an MP7 or whether you're going down the assault route and you want to use the AEK. It's just these versatile gameplays or these versatile engagements and gunfights that you're going to get into, which kind of makes the expansion pack that much more interesting. You never know whether you're going to need to be using a long range gun or a short range gun. It's just one of those amazing expansion packs. So if you are looking to pick one of these up and you don't have premium, I would definitely advise picking up Aftermath. I think it kind of includes everything you want, whether that be close quarters or long range engagement. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed this little late impressions of Aftermath, seeing as I haven't actually bought it to you quite just yet, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.